Greetings, Commanders. I'm Alex, developer on Gear Up Einstein, and I'm here again today for another developer update to talk to you about the latest patch that we just released. So let's just start by doing a quick review of what we just released in the Divergence patch. So in this patch, the main flagship feature is the Divergence. It's basically our system that shake things up by mixing everything that we have in the game. So enemies that are in New York, Italy, or Egypt can be mixed up, and you can encounter Hitman Sniper in Egypt, and same for the items. So it's our system that as you progress in the game, everything gets mixed up, and the different ingredients that you know and love in Europe Einstein can appear at different places. But also, one big thing that we did in this patch is completely rework the gadget system. So during a mission, you'll gather nuclear energy that will increase, and when it overflows, it gives you a gadget. We really prefer this approach because those gadgets are going to be generated and given to you randomly. So each mission will be played differently. Each mission you'll play with different gadget instead of before where you would select a loadout of pre-selected gadget, and each mission you would basically play with your favorite gadgets. Now every mission is different. You'll never know what gadget you'll encounter. And since we're giving them to you at random, it enables us to have a bit more freedom in the design of gadgets, make them more powerful, make them more useful. And I think this is a good step forward for the gadgets. So let us know what you think. And the rest of this patch was basically just stuff for the onboarding for new players to help everyone while they get used to the different mechanics of the game. So like the item compare, being able to compare two items, one you're inspecting in the shop and the one you have equipped. And we also added character guides, which can be enabled during your first game to help you, give you a little bit of guidance while you gear up your first character, uh, give you a heads up, a little bit of tip on how this character works and what should be equipped on him. So some new players had a hard time in their first mission, so we hope this will help them. And otherwise, for this patch, I won't go in details, but we just did some balance changes, some bug fixing, and just general improvements to the old game, visual, sounds, music, stuff like that. So now I want to talk to you about what's coming next in Gear Up Einstein. First of all, just a bit of a roundup on the timeline. So we're going to release another patch, demo patch 2, around August. And in this patch, we'll have two new additions that I'll talk later on. But then we're going to have another final demo patch 3, around October, just before the next fest, because Gear Up Einstein is going to be part of the Steam Next Fest in next October. And then after that, on November 6th, is the release in early access of Gear Up Einstein. So we have a lot of stuff to do until then, but at least we're at a really good place right now in terms of onboarding and new player experience. So our next focus is really going to be replayability and more content. One thing that we want to add are events. Those crossroads that you'll encounter during your mission that you will enable you to choose a path, and this path will be unique each game, and you'll have difficult choices to make. These choices will impact your game by giving you unique bonuses and twisting effects that will make each run unique. And otherwise, all the rest of the content that we're working on will most likely come in demo patch 3 or in early access. For example, all the new characters will be available in early access. All the new gadgets also will be available in early access. We have a bunch new items and a bunch of other stuff cooking right now internally, but they'll most likely be coming on later on. For this coming patch number 2, the other system or the other improvements that we're looking for is reworking a little bit the progression. So right now, your personal progression in the skill tree is perfectly fine. It works great. You unlock stuff on your own. It's really the progression you make with your allies that have some problems. The first problem we want to solve right now with the task force is every time you create a new task force when you play with a new group of friends, everything is restarted to zero completely. And this is kind of a bit harsh and a bit too much to every time you have a group of friends that is a little bit different than you usually play, everything need to be restarted. So we want players to keep a little bit of meaningful progression, and we want to enable different players that are really experienced, that have never played with each other, that if they play in Gear Up Einstein, they're already advanced and they can play the late game content right away. So what we decided to do is base every unlock in the task force based on achievements that each player have unlocked. So all the threats level, all the content, all the upgrades, everything basically linked to the task force will be unlocked if all the different players in the task force have unlocked these achievements. So this is basically what we are looking into. You'll complete maybe achievements on your own. Maybe your friends also will complete achievements on your own, or you'll help each other complete different achievements. And basically, this will enable that whenever you get gather together in a task force, everything will be unlocked according to your different progression in those achievements. And we hope that this will automatically adjust the game depending on the different level of experience each players have, and that it will always give the best setup possible. So this is what we're looking into for progression right now. And that's it, Commanders, for this developer update. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one. Over.